says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it.
Jason is behind the camera. He's my partner, silent partner today.
I don't know if I'm a silent partner. Yeah, I didn't know you were looking at me like you better not say a word.
No, I was not. Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk about the truck instead. We'll argue after the bid. So we have this really, really cute, cool truck today. 1970 Ford F100 pickup. I love this thing. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is such an awesome truck. And every time I see it out on the road or when I'm driving it, just has such a great look. So it's Reef Aqua and Wimbledon White. Those were the factory original colors. It has been repainted at some point in its lifetime. I don't know when, but they painted it the factory colors, and really cool. We have a ton of documentation that goes with it, but it was originally bought at Gibson Ford in Junction City, Oregon in 1970. It's been an Oregon truck its whole life. And here we have it today. So it's going to make a great truck for somebody. So we're going to do a walk around from the front to the back, and then we'll show you, so we can show you the condition of it. So let's take a look. Oh, and you can visit our website, denwerks.com, DENWERKS. And we have cars for sale. We buy, sell, and we consign. So if you have something that you want us to help you sell, let us know. We don't like smoke and mirrors, as Jason always says. So, and then what else?
Can I drive the truck eventually?
No. I think, wait, you actually took off in this the other day. You're like, oh, I need to just go do something real quick.
Yeah, I drove it down the driveway slow.
Yeah, he has to like sneak around now to, I gotta go do a quick errand real quick.
Right.
Because I'm pretty selfish.
I'm standing here looking at this, and you. That is a good looking truck.
It is a good looking truck.
I mean, I know we own it, and you know, I don't know if you can be biased or whatever it's called, but
yeah,
that's a good looking truck. Let's look at that.
Combo is awesome.
I love it.
On this thing.
And you mentioned the podcast and Instagram.
So we do have a podcast. It's called No Reserve, and it's me and Jason. We talk about marriage, our life. We're missing our little English Bulldog Stanley in this video today because we needed to go somewhere else, so we had the right lighting. So he's probably mad.
He's ticked.
At home. And then Instagram. So.
Yeah, we have an Instagram page if you want to see just what we're doing, having fun and stuff like that, and see the new rigs that we get that we're going to put on BAT. They show up there first, and it's Denwerks _vintage cars _ put the underscore between vintage and cars. But anyways, you will find us. You will find us, and we do screw off a little bit too, so you'll see that as well. We have fun. Yeah. So let's talk about the truck. We're just going to walk around from the front to the back. It's in relatively good shape. Just a nice little driver. I've actually driven this truck quite a bit around town because it's been the most available vehicle at some point. So chrome is in fairly good shape. I mean, it's aged a little bit. The front bumper, nice and shiny. The paint on this thing, I'll tell you right up front, is not perfect. But as you can see from the video, just a nice looker. You can see some various paint chips and things like that. But I don't think it takes away from the truck at all. It's just part of the charm of it. That's what I'll call it. You know what was funny too is like when we bought it, like Leslie saw it and was like, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, raining, cold, and dark, right? So we bought it, And I woke up in the morning, because you don't buy a car in the rain
No.
or in the dark. I woke up in the morning like to see what we actually got. I was like, that's a pretty nice looking truck.
We were super
Yeah.
impressed. We were like, this thing looks good at night, and in the morning we were like, yep. That was the right decision for sure. So you'll see like just some little surface rust here in the paint. I mean, it's relatively in good shape, but it does have those issues. And guess what? Eventually you're going to see this truck. So we want you to know exactly what you're buying. I love the hubcaps on this thing. I had to keep them on there because I just thought those were so fantastic, and they just go with the vintage of the truck. And then you can see there's some other little paint chips here around the gas cap where some gas is dribbled out over the years. And then this side, so there's a couple spots of rust on this truck. So on the driver's door here, and then on the front of the driver's door, there's a little bit of rust bubbling. So Jason's showing you that. Otherwise, the rockers look good. You can see, you know, kind of similar condition of the paint along the back. Wheels are the Hankook Optico H724s, and they have date code of 2013. They're in really, really good shape though. So, yeah, I mean, take that for what you want, but I think they're in great shape and good to go for a while. Some people are like, we got to change them every 5 years, but I have a different opinion of that. So, and then the back, the tailgate, it looks pretty good. It's got some surface rust around in a couple of spots here, and just pointing them out. And I'm not going to point out every single little thing, but you should be able to see most of it. And sneak preview of the license plate light. And we do have the original plates, both front and back, for the truck that will go with it, along with a bunch of documentation that I'm going to show you. And then, I guess, sorry, I walked just open this up. It's got a painted in bed liner in it. It's in okay shape, but you know, for what this truck is going to be used for, very, very useful to have that painted in bed liner, so you can put all your very expensive wood in it. Wood prices are insane right now.
You're lucky that I like you a lot.
Why?
I am freezing.
It is stupidly cold.
Stanley's lucky. He's sitting by the fireplace.
You know he is, and we're out here in the cold. Okay, and then just ignore it and look at the cool truck.
All right.
Okay. And then along the side, similar condition of the paint. You can see some scrapes and scratches and some little more issues here. The rocker here looks good on the passenger side. Top of the cab, nice shape too. That looks good. Passenger door is in pretty good shape as well. A couple of paint flaws there. And then this is the other spot of rust wanted to show you. It's got this area right here on the cowl, and you'll be able to see it too when we open the hood. It's confined just to that one area, but did want to make sure that you can see it. And then Jason's gonna hop in the truck and
turn the heater on.
Turn the heater on and show the lights. Wait, how'd that work? I picked the wrong job today. There's no question. Don't you dare. So you can see markers already. Those were already on. And then headlights. Yep. And brights. And blinkers. There's left. And right.
Not on?
No.
On where?
I know. Do it again. Okay, well, we'll check that out.
Well, it works in here.
It works inside. We'll check that out and get that corrected. That's an easy fix. So we'll go around to the back. And what's funny is we just turned that blinker on a couple minutes ago and it worked. All right, and then in the rear we have lights, brake lights, and reverse. And he actually is going to run me over. The truck was rolling. And the license plate light. So there's a look at the exterior, and we're going to continue freezing ourselves and show you the rest of this truck. All right, you can hear the music working on that is just such a great little feature. I had never seen one before, and just really cool that it has it. It keeps the headliner in good shape too, because it's that hard plastic. So I think I said this maybe a little earlier, but generally everything works in here. You got radio, the heat works very well. The factory radio is here, but it's not hooked up. Yeah, you can hear that turning on. All of the gauges do work in here. The fuel gauge, if I remember correctly, when it's full, it just shows half, but it does work. And you can see we're almost out of gas. So
We're car salesmen.
We're car salesmen. We're used to, well, actually, scratch. I should have said, I believe that it reads half when it's full, but I've never seen it because we never have a full tank of gas in anything.
That's right. And you're not getting floor mats.
Right, right. Yeah, we reserve those. And temp gauge works, oil pressure works, and then is this alternator?
Yeah.
Alternator gauge works as well, and then speedo works. And it's just a nice little driving truck. I would take this anywhere. It's super comfortable. And I couldn't say that about all trucks, but this one for sure. And I'm gonna put on the brakes real quick so you can see it stops. It's got those power brakes, stops nice and straight. There's no wheel shake, nothing like that. What else? I was gonna say something else about that.
About the wheel shake?
No, I don't know. Just the brakes work really good. The power brakes is nice feature to have for sure.
I don't know what you were going to say.
What I was going to say, but regardless, thanks for checking out this truck, and we're going to show you some driving videos so you can see how it looks going down the road. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. We're growing colder by the moment right now. So we'll start with the driver's door, and it has its original tags that Jason's going to show you, which is very nice to have. And it's in pretty good shape inside. I mean, you'll see the doors themselves and the it look pretty good. The armrests, a little bit worn, but there's no rips or anything he's showing you on that door. There's nothing. It's just got its age. So those are things that easily, if you wanted a little project, easy to do. And I am seriously a shop novice, and I would take that on myself to either replace or clean up or just have fun with it, or you can leave it as is. Seat is in awesome shape. No rips, no tears, nothing like that. And then the gauges, those do all work. I believe the gas gauge works, but it shows half when it's full, if I remember correctly. And then you got a dash crack in it. These caps are also super easy to replace. Again, another project I would easily take on myself, and I am a shop novice. And the floor mat looks in good shape. Nice and comfortable in here. I mean, it's just a great little runner. And then one of the more interesting things about this truck, you have the original radio, and I had never seen this before, but it's got this radio in the headliner, and it does work. And the speakers are up here. And at first I was like, I don't know what I think of that, but I do love it because you can't see it unless you're in it, and it's nice to have a working radio. It's a CD player as well, but still with the factory look. So I think that's a nice option for sure. And then passenger door, similar condition as the driver door. It's just got its wear, some paint chipped off. That could be repainted if you wanted to do it up, or just leave it as is.
If you guys could see the position I'm in right now,
yeah,
it's really awesome, and I hope no one drives by. They'll be like, what is Mrs. D doing with this dude?
There's a lot of times where we are out videoing and like I have my shoes off because I don't want to get the car dirty. So I'm fairly certain we're getting some type of reputation.
Yeah.
What that reputation is, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But it's a cool truck.
It's a reputation.
It's a reputation. So thanks for taking a look at the interior, and we're gonna hop in this thing and do some driving and warm up. Okay, let's take a look under the hood. That thing is it's a little heavy, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'll say that. So looks relatively good under the hood. It has the 302 2-barrel in it. Runs great, drives great. This truck is just such a perfect truck for running around town. Like I said, I've driven it pretty much, I don't know, I've driven it a lot of places because it was just available. It does have power brakes on it. It's drums all the way around. That's a nice feature. It has power steering that works really well. And what else? Everything looks pretty good. So you can see over here, this is kind of the back side of that spot of rust that we were showing you from the outside. Inner apron. I was gonna get it. Inner aprons look really good. You can see they're nice and straight. They're not wrecked up or anything like that. Radiator support looks awesome. And then he's showing you the other apron. The hood looks good. You got a little bit of rust around and some surface rust underneath. And then the cowl is in really good shape as well. So there you go. This truck looks pretty good for 1970, which would be 51 years old. Just so you know, because I know someone who's 51 years old who comes from 1970.
Yes. Hey, this is my grandpa had one of these trucks.
And let me tell you, this thing has a lot of eyeballs.
That's right. And so do I.
Yes, you do. So there's a look under the hood, and we'll probably do some driving next.